We are at 6:03 this morning. A church in Lithonia is considered a total loss.
And a lightning strike could be to blame for the massive fire that destroyed it. 11 Alive's Dan Kennedy live this morning at the scene in Lithonia.
So, Dan, what are we hearing from investigators this morning?
Yeah, hearing from fire investigators that lightning could indeed be a cause of this fire. It happened during those storms that we got last night around the 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock hour. They're going to be back out here later today to determine whether indeed this was caused by a lightning strike. But I mean, you can just see the damage this morning as the sun is beginning to rise here at the Redan United Methodist Church on Stone Mountain Lithonia Road in Lithonia. The flames tore through this church just after 9 p.m. Not much left right now. We're talking collapsed walls. You saw the charred beams, heavy smoke damage, and yeah, a collapsed roof. The battalion chief, Russell Reagan, tells us the fire crews actually just got out in time right before the ceiling caved in.
The first unit on scene arrived. They had heavy fire showing through the roof. They made an interior attack. The amount of the fire forced them back out. Shortly after they came back out, the ceiling collapsed. And then we set up our defensive operations here and have extinguished the fire.
DeKalb County fire crews were here throughout the night, knocking down hot spots. The church was empty when this fire started. Thankfully, no injuries to tell you about. The Redan United Methodist Church, though, has been a pillar in this community for more than 100 years. Not necessarily this building, but this church. And now they're having to come together to begin the rebuilding process. Reporting live in Lithonia, Dan Kennedy, 11 Alive News.
All right, Dan, thank you. We are thinking of them. I know you've reached out to the pastor just to sort of tell more of the personal story here of this congregation. We'll check in with you throughout the morning and on 11 Alive Plus. And thankfully, like Dan said, no injuries have been reported. However, to put this into perspective, if this fire had happened 24 hours later, it may have been a different story. Wednesday nights at 6:30, the church would have been full of worshipers at Bible study.